Welcome back to a brand new episode of CountryLine TV. I'm Paul Ogletree.
And I'm Ashley Higginbotham.
We are here in the heart of Music City on Broadway.
That's right. We are back at one of our favorite bars, JBJ's, also known as John Bon Jovi's bar.
Yeah.
It's great. It's got great drinks, good food, and of course, live music. It's right here on 4th and Broadway. It's got everything you need because there are 5 floors plus a rooftop. We'll tell you more about that a little bit later, but for now, let's talk about who's on the show today.
Yeah. On today's show, Natalie is here in town and she is backstage with Dustin Lynch at the Opry. And then we will go across the pond back over to London to bring you all the behind the scenes red carpet access from the historic Opry 100 show, the Royal Albert Hall. But first, speaking of red carpets, you may have heard of the new show 911 Nashville that is being filmed here in Nashville. Well, I went to the premiere. I was on the red carpet, got a chance to catch up with some of the stars. Check it out.
Leanne, thank you so much for the time. Want to ask you 2 quick questions. Obviously, you live here. You've been around country music, okay? Harder work, easier work than being on set, or harder work being in country music?
Oh my God, that's a really hard question, actually, speaking of hard. The set has been interesting because this is our first round of this show. So it's been a bit chaotic. Sometimes we've been juggling like 6 or 7 episodes at a time, like filming a scene from like 102 and then jumping to 104, and it's been like insane. So that part's been a little bit nutty. But other than that, I love everybody I'm working with. We're having a great time. Country music business in general sucks. I'm just gonna be real about it. It sucks. So I would probably say the music business is way worse than being on the set.
Got it.
Yes. Even if I was stuck in a tornado on the set, I feel like the music business is way worse.
Thank y'all so much. Okay, one last question before you go. If you were in a burning building,
Yes.
what country music star would you want to see breaking down the door to save you?
Oh my God. I don't know. Who would I want? Who's the Trace Adkins?
Okay.
Big dude.
Yeah.
I need a big dude breaking down the door for me. That's what I need.
I like it. Thank you so much, Leanne. Thank y'all. Your time in Nashville, right? You come from LA, you've been kind of around the business. Has there been anywhere in Nashville where you're like, oh man, this restaurant, this place, like this has been a great escape from set that you're always going to?
Well, I do. I kind of hide out over kind of in the Belmead area, which I like because it's a little too crazy downtown for me. And we film, closer towards Franklin, that area. So I'm kind of in between, and I'm able to get back and forth, kind of like Springsteen hiding on the back streets. I don't have to get on the freeway, and it's such a pretty drive. You can drive 10 minutes out, and you're going for the beautiful country, land and all that. It's great. I can't get over how beautiful the houses are out here. I'm so excited to see the fall foliage come in to bloom here. It's been great. I'm just to be out of the heat, frankly. My God, it was. And the first 8 weeks we were here, I've never seen so much lightning in my life. I mean, it was every single day at like 3:00.
Yes.
Cue the lightning. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I'm sitting in my trailer thinking I'm going to get just lit up.
Yeah. I do want to ask though, maybe kind of scandalous question. If you were in a burning building, who would you want to see? No. Yeah. Who in country music would you want to see busting down the door?
Who in country music? Chris Stapleton. I feel like he's not a man who messes around. He and Morgan have 5 children. He knows what's up. I just feel like, I don't know. I would feel safe with him. Yeah.
I don't know if he's eligible because of the beard. I don't know if the oxygen mask could fit on there though, so that may be kind of tough.
I think that he has more oxygen. Have you heard him sing? He has more oxygen than most people, and he can consume more oxygen. I don't know. You're right, but I don't think anything would come between him and saving someone, right? He seems that guy.
I agree. I mean, I would say Chris Stapleton. Honestly, I would say Riley Green for 2 reasons. Okay. No, my nickname is Wiley Bean, so that's where I'm gonna go. That's who I'm going as is Halloween. Yeah. Yo, we're here at Hunter McVeigh on the red carpet. Hunter, so you live in LA, right? You've been living here in Nashville. All
I
right.
live in Nashville.
You live in Nashville full time now?
Full time.
Okay. All right.
Since about 2017.
Okay, excuse me. Okay. So how has that been? Has it been you've been able to sleep in your own bed every night or what?
Yeah, so that's been a blessing, and being new to this industry, I didn't know what type of sacrifice that these actors, the cast, and the crew go through on a production like this. So the fact that I get to go home at the end of the night, be with my beautiful fiance, sleep in my own bed, and not have to uproot my life for one season, multiple seasons, however long it goes. It's incredible, so I'm very thankful, and it's just a surreal feeling to film in these spots where I've had a lot of memories myself, growing up and in the past few years.
Okay, a couple of last questions for you. Who in country music would you want to see, if you were in a burning building, who would you want to see kicking down the door to save you?
Brad Paisley.
Oh, okay. Have you gotten to interact with him on set at all?
I have, yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. Trying to think. I'll also throw Post Malone in the mix. And if I could see those two in tandem, I think that would also be pretty great. Yeah, those two.
Maybe that could be the next installment, kind of a buddy fireman kind of.
Season 3, we're casting Post Malone. Somebody tell him. Somebody let him know.
Something tells me he's in. He's like, okay, yeah.
Is he here?
It wouldn't surprise me if he showed up just randomly. He tends to do that in a lot of places.
Yep. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations. We're looking forward to seeing more of this in Nashville.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See you around.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
911 Nashville is airing now. Be sure to check it out.
Don't go anywhere though. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are at JBJ's, where pretty soon this place will be wall-to-wall filled with country music fans, and live music will begin.
That's right. But first, before that happens, we're going to send it back over to the Opry, where Natalie got a chance to catch up with Dustin Lynch. Check it out.
We're here at the Opry. Dustin Lynch.
Hello.
How are you?
Wonderful.
You're very, very hyped up. You're ready to go. You haven't been on stage yet, have you?
Not yet. No, we're getting close. The second act's about to begin. We're closing the show tonight.
You're closing the show.
Yeah.
Little fun fact for you. Well, it's a fun fact for me. It's probably not a fun fact for
Okay.
you. But the first time ever, about 3.5 years ago, I was dating somebody, and the first time ever that he came to Nashville, I brought him to the Opry, and you closed out the show then.
Look at there.
There you go. Now,
How'd it go?
we just celebrated our 2-year wedding
There
anniversary.
we go, people. All right.
I'm not saying it's because
Good
of
luck
him.
charm right here. I am.
You
I'm
know,
going to claim it.
There you go. I think you were amazing as well, I have to say. And it was such a great show. And so when I told my husband that I was coming here to see you tonight, he was so gutted that he couldn't be here. But
Oh, bummer.
it's going to be a good show.
We'll do it again. We'll
It's
run
gonna
it
be a
back.
good show. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to play the Opry, because you play quite frequently, I feel.
A lot, yeah. Well, I was inducted as a member in 2018.
Yeah.
So that surprised me. I didn't see that coming at all. Especially-
Really?
No, that early in my career, absolutely not. But yeah, to be a part of this
Yeah.
establishment, this family, and forever now,
Right.
it's just amazing. And we love to come play this show because there's people from all over the world
Yeah.
that are here every night of the week. And yeah, why not? Sit on the couch or come have fun at the Opry. We're doing this.
What's the difference like? What does it feel like now when you step into that stage from when you stepped in the very first time?
There's a lot more confidence now. There's a lot
can
more
imagine.
confidence. Yeah. The first time, I grew up idolizing everyone that got to come to this
Right.
Opry and play. And I came as a fan for so many years. I snuck in backstage actually once, which was
Right.
pretty cool when I wasn't supposed to be back here. But then I finally get to debut. And,
You snuck in backstage
I
and they
did.
still let you become a member?
well, I didn't tell them that until after I, was
you
doing
got the plaque.
Yeah, exactly, the induction speech. But yeah, it's just so special because we're carrying the torch for country music, and it's been alive this year for 100 years. It hasn't missed a beat.
It's amazing. 100 years of the Opry, and you are a full Opry member. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you very much for having a quick chat with us this evening.
Of course.
I want to talk about your music that you're up to at the moment. You're going down a little different. It's going clubby.
It is.
It's
There's
going
some of
clubby.
that. Yeah, I'm doing country music as well. Still.
Obviously,
Still
of course.
still doing
That's the
bread and-
home. You know.
That's me. Yeah, we're making a country record and a new. The world, the universe just said, "Hey, we want you to try to do this."
Right.
And I'll tell you how it started.
Okay,
I'm about to
tell
head
me,
back.
yeah.
It's our 1-year anniversary since getting asked to play an after party in Las Vegas for PBR bull riding.
Okay.
And I said, well, maybe I'll do it. Where is it? And they said it's at Club Excess, which is at the Wynn, which is one of the sexiest nightclubs in the world. And I was like, do you realize?
That's their headline. That's their tagline, right?
Right, yeah. For me, yeah. from me, I guess, for them. I was like, y'all realize this is a dance club. What am I going to do there? They're like, we don't care. Do whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm only going to get to play Excess once in my life. Right. I'm going to remix some of my country hits and throw this party and be a DJ. And I did, thinking that would be the only time I'd get to do it. And the next day the phone's ringing. We get booked to Miami, Toronto, back to Vegas. And after our second time in Vegas, they offered us a residency as the first country act, nightlife act ever at the Wynn. Ever. And so then it was like, well, now I get to start figuring out what this music is that it kind of came up with for the show and make some new stuff. So we've been writing some of that, recording some of that. I was afraid that the dance genre would be kind of like get out of our sandbox, you know?
Oh, really? Were you nervous that they wouldn't?
Absolutely. I didn't think they would accept, you know, me wanting to collaborate or learn from them, and it's been quite the opposite. It's so collaborative over there in that space, and I'm getting to make music with guys and girls that I never thought I'd have a chance of doing that with, and be in the rooms with these amazing writers and artists and DJs and producers. So I look up in a year going, how are we doing this? This is amazing. But that's what I'm up to in addition to the country music.
You're watching CountryLine TV. Now, we all know that the Grand Ole Opry turned 100 this year, big year. And as a part of the birthday festivities, they went all the way over to London, England.
That's right. It's where they hosted the first ever live broadcast of the Grand Ole Opry outside of the United States. It was held at the iconic Royal Albert Hall. We got to go to the red carpet and chat with some of the stars performing.
Dan, talk us through what brings you to the UK, what brings you to London, what was the process and thought process behind kind of moving it across seas and bringing it to London?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we're celebrating 100 years of Grand Ole Opry.
Congratulations.
The world's longest running radio show. And so when you stop and think, what's next for the Opry? What do we want to do to celebrate 100? Country music is so popular worldwide, and the Opry, after 100 years, oddly enough, is really beginning to make a name for itself around the world. And so we said one of the key things to do as we're celebrating 100 is to take the Opry somewhere it's never been. And of course, some of the music on the Opry began here in the United Kingdom, and so it felt right to come back where in some cases it all began, and also where country music is exploding. I mean, we announced the names, the artists on this show, and so many folks were incredibly excited.
Yeah, of course. And I was one of those. I was extremely excited. Absolutely. I must ask, obviously we have mentioned this is a legacy. This is a historic moment for the Grand Ole Opry and for yourself. Can you tell us what it feels like to be a part of making history this evening? What that feels like for you?
I'm known to cry when I ask questions like that, just so you know.
I don't have any tissues.
Yeah, I'm just warning you. It's amazing. I mean, I stood and watched our artists performing the finale, and it was everyone from Marty Stewart, who felt drawn to the Opry at age 13, so many decades ago, to newer additions to the Opry, like Ashley McBryde and Carly Pearce and Luke Combs. And it meant just as much, it meant something different, but so much to all of them. And then to have our UK friends come join us.
I know.
Was just lifting.
What a wonderful
great,
blend.
Oh my gosh.
What a wonderful blend.
Yeah.
I'm aware that you started Dollywood, and now we're here. That's been quite some journey. How does that feel for you?
This is a very full circle moment. So one of the things that I'm doing tonight is I'm honoring Dolly by singing a Dolly song.
Amazing.
And, you know, I think the big takeaway of that is I always wanted to do this. This is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be in high school because I wanted to sing. Yeah. And I think it's a testament of following your dreams.
Of course.
Not everybody should quit high school.
No.
But you should believe that you can be anything that you want. And I think that's what the big takeaway for me is.
Of course. And were you always able to sing? Was it something that you were always doing from a young age?
Yes.
So it was always something you wanted to follow?
Always.
And always country?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why, but yes.
Okay, amazing. And if you could cover any country song this evening, what song would you cover?
What would I cover?
Yeah.
Well, I would cover 9 to 5.
Okay, why? Why 9 to 5? I mean, that's a
Because I
great
used
song.
to work 9 to 5 for Dolly.
Love that. And now it's 5 to 9.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
I love that. I love that. Carly, you look beautiful tonight.
you so much.
Talk us through your outfit.
You know, Eddie Stubbs told me at the Grand Ole Opry, one of my very first performances, he grabbed me and he said, "You are putting on a show every time you step on the stage. When the curtain's up, dress for them." And so I always like to make sure that I'm dressing for the audience. And I really love all the nostalgia of the Opry, so I like to go a little back in time.
Yeah. Guys, we are joined on the red carpet backstage at the Grand Ole Opry with Darius Rucker. Darius, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. So kicking off, obviously we are in a moment of history right now. We are creating history. This is going to be a legacy. How does it feel to be asked and invited to be a part of such a legacy?
Oh, it was amazing. You know, there's a lot of Opry members. You know, I'm sure all of them would have dropped anything to come to be a part of this. So when they asked me to be a part of it, I just felt special. I felt like this was amazing because I knew it was going to be history. But with the building and the Opry getting together for the first time, I knew it was going to be history. So
in the
I'm
UK
honored
as
to
well.
be here. In the UK, first time out of Nashville. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I mean, and to be in London as well, I think
Yeah.
sensational. I mean, I know that you're here now. And how are you finding London? How are you finding the UK?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean,
Any British slang that you've picked up since being here?
You know, I say, you know what I say, and I don't know why I say bruv all the time now.
Bruv.
All the time.
Give us a bit of context.
Oh, you know, like I'll be talking to my buddies. You know, what's up, bruv? You know, I say it all the time.
You say it so well. You say it so well.
Yeah.
What an amazing night. Now, we did live stream from this event on our socials, so if you missed that, you need to follow us on those. We are on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, all of the socials.
All of it, but you can't forget, you can also download the free CountryLine app where you can watch all the previous episodes and a bunch of more fun stuff that country music fans will love.
That's right, and we will have more from the red carpet in London right after these. Welcome back to CountryLine TV. We are here at JBJ's in Nashville, and if you are planning to come here, you need to make sure you get here on a Thursday. That is when they have bull riding in the bar. And of course, that is on a mechanical bull, just for clarification.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
We'll have to remember that because next time we come here, maybe you'll give it a whirl.
Maybe, I don't know, big if true. We'll see.
But for now, we're headed over to London where we have more from the historic Opry Live in London at the Royal Albert Hall.
This is CountryLine TV with Ashley Bryan. I'm so excited to see you, Ashley.
I'm so excited to be here.
So, I was actually earlier today watching your Opry debut back in 2017.
Yes.
Girl Going Nowhere.
Yes.
That still gives me shivers.
I still can't watch it.
Yeah, really?
It makes me
Because there's a
cry.
moment in that performance where you choke up and you're like, this is like a huge moment for you.
And this is a moment where you can choose. I
Yeah.
can do away with the tears
Yeah.
and be a professional and perform perfectly.
Exactly.
Or I can cry
Yeah.
and make it the best
That's
performance.
the best part of a performance is there's a balance of just like, I'm absolutely going with my emotions now. you
Yeah,
know?
because doing it perfectly is terribly boring.
No, but so tell me about that full circle moment. It's now Opry 100. You know, you played your debut. How many years ago was that? 8 years ago.
Yeah,
And
8
now-
years ago.
And now you're full circle playing the Opry 100 in London. How does that feel?
I'm here, and I'm not just watching the show, I'm in the show.
You're in the show.
So we wrote Girl Going Nowhere, hoping that one day I would play at the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
That happens. I play it at my debut. I play it at my induction. So you bet your pants I'm going to play it tonight.
That's what we love
It
to hear.
deserves, that song is the little song that could. It
deserves
to be played in
It's-
Royal Albert
That song
Hall.
itself has done the whole circuit. She's been right there on your side.
That's right.
Like your little partner.
That's right. And that song gives us all permission to get in our feels.
I just know I'm going to be down front row singing my heart out to that
That's
song.
going to make
Right
me
there
feel
with
better.
you.
If I get a little too nervous, I'm going to make eye contact.
Yeah.
Don't let it be
Just catch
weird.
me
I
down
just
in the
need
front.
you to steady me.
Exactly. You're a man that knows so much about Opry history. Can you just give us a little insight into what's going on here and what it means to you?
Well, what it means to me is I was always a fan and a student of the Grand Ole Opry when I was a kid, before I ever set foot in Nashville. And I knew the story of the Grand Ole Opry about the times that they would take the show to like Carnegie Hall in New York City or just play for the troops, whatever. And it's like they all seem like milestone moments. But to be 100 years old and to celebrate in this fashion, stronger than ever, in a lot of ways, you know, that's quite a deal. That's quite a deal.
Definitely. Well, I've heard you talk in the past about some of those Opry members that really held it on their shoulders. You've talked about some of the folk and the country characters that have carried this forward. Can you mention some of them and some of the ones that you really aspire to and look up to?
Well, I loved Porter Wagner, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, Tammy Wynette, George Jones, my wife Connie Smith, Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, Bill Monroe, Grandpa Jones and String Bean, people like that, Tom Paul and the Glazer brothers. Those were all great Opry stars, and they carried it in their heart, and they were fiercely loyal to the Opry. And, you know, as time's moving, you have to pass it on. And I look now at Ricky Skaggs and Vince and me, we're the old cats. And it's fine with me because it was passed on to me by those older fellas. And it's our job to pass it on to the next generation, and it seems to be in good hands.
What an amazing night. And happy birthday again to the Opry. You don't look a day over 99.
Well, we've made it to the 4th floor. What do you say we finally head to the rooftop and grab a drink?
I love that idea.
We'll see you next time.